Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? So I think there's a couple of things I want to hit in this particular video. First and foremost, if you're watching this video, you and I both believe that the rat race is real. Go to school, go get a good job, make a lot of money, buy a lot of stuff, stay in the rat race. I also think you and I believe that financial information is not taught in schools, specifically not taught in high school. So instead of railing against the school system, the education system, and blaming others, I want to have a conversation about what you and I could do different in our own individual families. Yes, I believe if we take some ownership and we change what we do inside our family unit, our kids will be better off. So I've created a presentation to kind of look ourselves in the mirror, have an honest discussion about our history, and then more importantly, talk about how we can help the next generation. So let me bring up this presentation and we can have an honest discussion together. I think I should make this a little bigger. What do you think? There it is. All right. So again, we both agree the school system does not teach money, investing, financial, anything, right? Doesn't even teach balancing your checkbook, frankly. So let's first look ourselves in the virtual mirror. How did you learn about money? Did you enter the rat race like I did and suddenly realize that bills were increasing as your income went up? Kind of how I saw the rat race. I didn't even know the rat race was a thing until I was 30 years old. I'm way behind the curve. Did you make a lot of financial mistakes? Did you get a credit card? Did you run it up? Did you start paying, 13, 14, 16, 18% interest? Did you buy a car like I did? One of my biggest financial regrets is I think I was like 22 or 23 and I bought a $40,000 sports car before I made 30 grand. Well, they said I could afford it. Well, that was really, really stupid. When you got older, did you wish like I did? Man, I wish I could go back and redo that decade. I firmly believe if I could go back and repeat my 20s, I could have been financially free by 31 or 32 instead of 45. Think about that. It's 14 or 15 years of financial freedom I lost because of mistakes. What do you think? What about you? So I want to ask you, if you're like me and you realize you made mistakes, you want a do-over, we need to take this opportunity to help our kids, not only our kids, but just the next generation. I think we need to try, right? I know it's going to be hard. They don't want to listen. They think they know everything, but damn it, we need to try. We need to try. I think we need to talk about income, wages, taxes, spending, fixed and variable costs. None of this was talked about in my household as a kid. And very, very little of it was talked about when I was raising our daughter. These are mistakes I've made. Don't repeat them. You need to talk about income, wages, taxes, spending, fixed and variable expenditures. Kids need to understand it's not a $99 set of jeans. It's you've got to work 5 hours. It's not $99. Maybe for your family, it's not 5 hours, it's 12 hours. Maybe for your family, it's not 5 hours, it's 20 minutes. Every family is different. We need to have these conversations. Again, kids look at a price tag and say 99 bucks and they think how much money they have. That's how the rat race begins. That is a critical element we need to acknowledge and extinguish. It's not a $99 thing. It needs to be thought of as time. $99 means something different to every family, and we need to acknowledge that. We need to educate on that, and we need to talk about it. For example, if your family makes 25 bucks an hour, you're at the 8% tax rate, it means you make 23 bucks an hour. So that $100 or $99 item means you have to work 4.3 hours. I promise you, if you have conversations with your kids like this, They will look at a $99 pair of jeans very differently. Is it worth 4 hours of my work? Maybe, maybe not. Is it worth, 40 minutes? Maybe if you make $100, I don't know, but we got to think about these things. This is step one. I never thought about this until I was in my 30s. These are real conversations. And to be clear, this is step one. There are more steps in this journey, but this is where you need to start with kids, right? That $99 pair of jeans, honey, that cost mom and dad 4 hours of work. Do you know that? You know what that means? These are real conversations. Kids think work equals things. I mean, you were a kid once, right? And they have zero understanding of fixed costs, right? Maybe your kids know you pay rent or you pay a mortgage, but do they really understand what that means? Do they understand the impact of the mortgage or the fixed cost on their disposable income or your disposable income? No. So this is step two, right? You need to take your income, or again, your net income, you need to subtract fixed costs, right? Rent, housing costs, auto, food, entertainment, other. They need to understand that, you know what, mom and dad might make $25 an hour, but we have fixed costs and we don't really have $22 an hour to spend. We have a lot less than that. This is step two in the journey. And these are all things I'm trying to adopt in a course I'm building that I'm going to let go for $50 only because it's so important. But again, this is free. These are conversations that need to happen, and it's very important. Kids need to know that the rat race is real. I didn't know it was real until I was 30. It was a mistake. It was lost decade. You as a parent, as an uncle, as an aunt, as a grandma or a grandpa, a friend, a neighbor, you need to tell them the rat race is real, and you need to use your story, your income and spending and fixed and variable to educate them. This is a real thing. So here's like step three. So let's assume your net income was $47,840. You have $25,000 in fixed expenses. It's housing, it's car, it's groceries. That means in reality, you only have $22,000 a year or $1,800 a month. In reality, you have $10, almost $11 to spend. So that's, $75 lunch is almost 7 hours. That $190 outfit is 17 hours. This is step three of the journey, and this is how you get kids to understand income, taxes, net, fixed cost, discretionary, real conversations. The rat race is real, and we need to walk them through this. And you need to use your family examples. In the end, I suggest monthly conversations at least. Earn, spend, save, invest, repeat. We need to educate our kids. It's a tragedy what is going on. We are blaming the school system. Stop it. Let's own our own future. Let's own helping our kids. Kids make their own judgments. And if you don't help them understand, they will be in the rat race just like you and I. In 10 years, 20 years from now, they too will go, shoot, I lost a decade of my life. That's a crime. You and I own that. We need to help them. Let them know that they control their future via earning, spending, saving, and investing. If I was told about all of this in my teens, I would have not bought that expensive car in my early 20s. It was a horrible financial move. And oh, by the way, I could afford it. It was still a horrible financial move at that time in my life. So in the end, this is an important topic for me. I'm going to keep talking about it going forward. I think we in general blame others when we can take individual ownership. I am trying to wrap around the course in all of this. Some of those spreadsheets you saw are directly from the course. I want to encourage conversations with the next generation. They need to appreciate it's not price, it's time, choices, fixed, variable, discretionary, top line, all of that. These are all things that we need to educate. Getting the next generation into the rat race, having them lose a decade, that's a crime. That's a shame. I think we can all do better. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Go ahead and leave comments below. And of course, if you like just honest discussions, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Let's go on this journey together. Thank you.